Hello friends, welcome to my kitchen. Start by breaking 5 eggs into a large bowl. Friends, please write in the comments, what country and city are you from? It's very nice to know that we can communicate all over the world. Add 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of black pepper, 1 teaspoon of paprika. Whisk everything together until smooth and well combined. If you have any questions about the recipe, write to me and I will answer as soon as I see it in the comments. Heat some olive oil in a large frying pan over medium heat. Friends, I'd be happy if you could give this video a like, as it's the best reward from you. Now cut 3 pounds or 1,300 grams of potatoes into small cubes as shown in the video. Take your time with this step. It's just like our mothers and grandmothers used to do, sitting at the kitchen table cutting potatoes for Sunday dinner. Friends, if you enjoy my content, subscribe to the channel to receive notifications about new similar recipes. Add the cubed potatoes. Stir gently. Let them cook until they turn a nice golden brown. Stir occasionally to ensure even cooking. Continue to cook until the potatoes are cooked through and tender. When done, transfer them to a large bowl. Pour in the beaten eggs Stir everything thoroughly until the potatoes are evenly coated. Now, take a brick-shaped baking dish lined with parchment paper. Pour 2/3 of the potato and egg mixture into the dish, spreading it evenly. Next, let's prepare the filling. Melt half of a stick or 60 grams of butter over medium heat. Add 1 pound or 450 grams of ground beef. Stir and let it brown gently. Now, let's finely chop 1 onion. As you do this, think about how our mothers and grandmothers used to spend time in their kitchens chopping onions by hand. Back then, there were no food processors or shortcuts, just a sharp knife, a wooden cutting board, and the skill passed down from their mothers before them. It's a tradition of care and patience that's part of every family recipe. the chopped onion to the pan. Stir well and let it soften. Grate 2 cloves of garlic on a mini grater. Add it to the ground beef. Stir again to blend the flavors. Now, finely chop 5 mushrooms. Mushrooms were often hand-picked back in the day, and I remember how our grandmothers would carefully clean and chop them, knowing that every piece counted in a meal made from scratch. Cooking without convenience foods meant relying on fresh ingredients and a little creativity. Add the mushrooms to the pan. Stir everything together. Finely chop 1 bunch of parsley. Add it to the mixture. Stir again. Add 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of black pepper, 1 teaspoon of paprika. Stir one last time. Let the mixture cook for about 10 minutes until the flavors meld beautifully. Spoon the ground beef and vegetable mixture to the pre-formed well in the center of the potatoes, spreading it evenly. Cut 3 ounces or 90 grams of Emmental cheese into thin slices, as shown in the video. Place the cheese on top of the filling. Pour the remaining third of the potato mixture over the top, spreading it gently to cover the filling. Preheat your oven to 360 degrees Fahrenheit or about 180 degrees Celsius. Bake the casserole for 30 minutes. While the casserole bakes, let's make a fresh salad. Start with 2 handfuls of arugula. Chop it coarsely. Place it in a large bowl. Dice 1 red bell pepper into small, even pieces. Add it to the bowl. cut 1 cucumber into half rings. Toss it in. Slice 1 tomato into thin strips. Add it as well. Take 1 avocado, cut it in half. Remove the pit. Dice the flesh into small cubes. Add it to the bowl. Finally, shred 4 ounces or 120 grams of fresh mozzarella into small pieces and scatter them over the vegetables. For the dressing, combine 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 1 teaspoon of mustard, the juice of half a lemon, one teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of oregano, 1 teaspoon of black pepper. Whisk everything until smooth. Pour the dressing over the salad. Toss gently to coat the vegetables evenly. When the casserole is ready, take it out of the oven. Cut it into portions. Place a slice on a plate. And add a generous serving of the fresh vegetable salad next to it. And that's it, a comforting potato and ground beef casserole with a fresh, colorful salad on the side. The crispy potatoes, hearty beef, and creamy melted cheese create a dish that's as satisfying as it is nostalgic. The fresh salad adds a bright, vibrant contrast. I hope this recipe brings the same sense of joy and delicious coziness to your family. Thank you for cooking with me today, but that's not all. I have a second, equally delicious recipe for you. Place 1 pound or 450 grams of ground beef or mixed ground beef in a bowl. Add 1 egg, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of black pepper. Finely chop a bunch of parsley. Add to the mince. Pour a little olive oil into a frying pan. Finely chop 1 large onion. Add it to the pan. Cook over medium heat until soft. Add it to the mince. Mix everything thoroughly. Place 3 eggs in a small pan. Pour water over the eggs. Cover with the lid. Cook until soft-boiled, about 7 minutes. Grease a small baking dish with olive oil. Form the mince into round meatballs. One pound of ground meat makes about 4 pieces. If you need more, use 2 pounds. Make a small hole in the center of each meatball. In a small bowl, place 1 cup or 200 grams of sour cream. Add 1 teaspoon of salt. Finely chop a bunch of green onions. Now add the green onions to the bowl. Grate 3 to 4 garlic cloves on a mini grater. Then the grated garlic. Take the eggs off the heat. Then grate them. Finally, the eggs. Mix it well. Spoon the filling into the center of each meatball. Grate 4 ounces or 120 grams of cheddar cheese. Sprinkle it over the top of the stuffing. Cover the baking dish with foil. Bake in a preheated oven at 360 degrees Fahrenheit, or about 180 degrees Celsius, for 30 minutes. Take 1.5 pounds or 700 grams of potatoes. Cut them into bite-sized pieces. put them in a pot. Pour water to cover. Add 1 teaspoon of salt. Cover with a lid. Cook until the potatoes are soft, about 15 to 20 minutes. Open the lid to check the potatoes. Poke them with a knife or fork to ensure they are tender. Remove from the heat. Transfer the potatoes to a large bowl. Add half a stick or 60 grams of butter. Add 4 fluid ounces or 120 milliliters of milk. Beat 1 egg into the potatoes. Add half a teaspoon of salt. Half a teaspoon of black pepper. Mash the potatoes while they are still hot. Finely chop 2 to 3 sprigs of oregano. Add to the potatoes. Grate 4 ounces or 120 grams of cheddar cheese. Add to the potatoes. Stir everything together until smooth and creamy. Take the meatballs out of the oven. Remove the foil. Place them back in the oven for another 10 minutes to allow the cheese to brown slightly. When the meatballs are ready, plate them with the creamy mashed potatoes. The combination of the savory meatballs, the cheesy filling, and the rich mashed potatoes creates a dish that is truly comforting and satisfying. And there you have it, stuffed meatballs with creamy mashed potatoes. The tender, flavorful meatballs with their cheesy, savory filling pair perfectly with the creamy herbed mashed potatoes for a hearty and delicious meal. I hope this recipe brings the same sense of warmth and joy to your family as it does to mine. Thank you for cooking with me today. Until next time, happy cooking.